I'm muted though, because I think I'm.
Do we need to do the setting too?
What in there?
You know how last time he did the setting, so we went it won't be a delay.
I don't know.
Shit, man. Let's see this. Okay, did it. And this have a bit after that. Okay, live.
Yes, we are. We are live.
Oh, wait a minute.
Happy birthday, Sagittarius. Happy birthday.
Tell them.
You got it?
Yeah, you did.
You said you heard it, okay?
Yeah,
I think it's better now.
I'm gonna mute mine. Maybe, hopefully.
If you mute with yours, I don't think mine's talking at all. Let me
Huh?
see. Hello?
I can hear you.
Do you hear me? Hello? Happy birthday, Sagittarius. I don't know if you can hear me now. I know I heard me on yours.
Yeah, let me see something.
Hold on, guys. We are working it out, working it out. That was me.
That was me when I come off mute. Okay, I'm gonna take that.
Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. Hold on, hold on.
Let's see. I don't know.
Mute. Hold on, mute mine. Now you do it. Okay. We'll be back. Can you hear me?
I got on mute because of the sun. Am I mute? Is that coming from yours? Or you on
I don't know. Let me see.
I hear that.
We're gonna make sure you can hear me before we start. I think you can, can't you?
I can hear you.
All right. We got on tripping. Hey, I'm starting my live and I wanna see if you could hear me. Can you log on to see if you can hear me before I start talking? I'm hearing some echoing. Let me see. Let me go to the comments over here and see if I can. I'm checking my audio. If you can hear me, let me know you can hear me. Happy birthday, Sagittarius. Happy birthday. I think so. I think we're good to go.
The other shit.
Say something. Can you hear me? You can?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, babe. Thank you.
Uh,
All right,
All
friends. So
right.
you want to get your music going again, or are we good? Well, look. Oh, that's a nice picture. Happy birthday, Sagittarius. Today is December the 3rd, 2021. Let's see. Today we're going to welcome you guys back to God is in You with Kim and Tia live on Friday nights. Today I'm here to update you guys on the numerology forecast. Today is December the 3rd, 2021. And I know you guys are probably wondering, if you're not familiar with numerology, how do I come up with the vibration that I read to you guys. So tonight I'm just going to give you just like a little brief um, lesson. So December the 3rd, you're going to add 12 plus 3, and then you have the year, which is 2021. So you're going to add the 2 plus 0 plus the 2 plus the 1, which is going to get 5. So you got your 12, you got your 3, and you got your 5, which is going to be 20. So you guys are on the 24th year. So let me tell you what kind of energy you guys will be dealing with this year. I had this open at first, y'all, but I see now that nothing that we playing out sometimes come out the way we playing it. So
Especially us two.
yeah, we
We
just
start
started
winging it.
we just started a new podcast, and the plan was to come up with topics before Friday. But Kim likes to come to the studio with her pad and laptop, ready to work an hour before the show. So, back to your forecast.
That's fine. After she do Sagittarius. Oh, I so much have something to say after that.
Okay, you guys. This year you're going to be dealing with energies dealing with turning points, decisions, awareness, adaptability, and also reconstruction. Okay, sudden events will require you to make a decision that could be a turning point in your life. A change of location, a new job, or fresh relationships demand new thoughts and feelings and actions from you. Be able to see the alternatives, the pros and the cons. In this way, you will learn much about yourself and how adaptable you are. If you accurately weigh and measure your present situation or any situation presented to you during this period, you will formulate a profitable plan that can be implemented in the near future. Unless you act decisively to put your ideas to practical use, the influence of the number 20 can make you restless and uneasy. Do not remain idle and don't waste time. You are experiencing a period of growth. Future realizations are now germinating. Ingest, assimilate, and create form from the energies operating here. It is a fine planning period. Come to a reasoned conclusion, and the cynical force will see your plans manifested soon. Do not resist the need for change, Sagittarius. Remain adaptable. Use your common sense and come to a logical conclusion. Then you have fulfilled the requirements of this period. I wanted to just make a brief point about like all things kind of work together. We talk about numerology on the channel. Numerology is also tied to astrology, and when you think about astrology, when you go a step further, sometimes you have some people that may deal with tarot. So I wanted to just make a brief statement about being judgmental. And I know at one point in our lives, we have all been judgmental. And I'll say things like what we would have done if we were in a situation. Well, guess what? You can keep your advice to yourself because it wasn't given to you. So, therefore, don't judge another person on what decisions they may make because you too may be in a similar situation, or your children or a family member, someone you may love that may be in a similar situation, and it's just not fair to judge somebody else based on the decision that they make. We're all here to learn and to grow. We all make mistakes, but the point is to learn from our mistakes and don't keep doing it. All right, Sagittarius, that is your forecast for this year. If you need any information about your children or any future not future charts. If you need any information about you, your family members, or your children, you can contact us through evolvingequation@gmail.com and leave us your birthday and your name, and we can get your chart down for you. All right.
Hey everybody. I hope y'all can hear me because my mic is on mute. So I hope y'all can hear me. But my lovely friend over there tried to throw me on the bus. So I'm just gonna bring her down there with me. Um, I did a lot today. A lot all week, really. Not saying she haven't did anything, but she ain't got nothing to talk about either, y'all. She don't have her SHIT together either, honey. So it is what it is. I keep trying to tell her we are birds. We are winging it. We're gonna get ourselves together because it's not like we are not organized. But right now we're just like, what? Okay, you agree? Okay. And then we might be somewhat talking about a topic. And then she say, hold on, hold that thought till we get here. And when I get here, thought is gone. Nigga don't write down nothing. I can't remember nothing. So I'm like, okay, then well, they must want us to wing it. So hey y'all. Happy Friday.
This is what I'm trying not to prevent, y'all. I know y'all don't want to come on no show and just this is about just wing it. I know you want to come for some information, some entertainment, right?
We do. One thing they gonna say, this is so genuine. Like,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, we don't need it.
I just want y'all to know that listen. I tell her ahead of time, let's get this shit together.
She has no topics. David gave us, we're going to make him choreograph this thing because he was like,
choreograph, that's what dance, baby.
Well, we dancing around right now. Yeah. So,
our executive producer, Mr. Simmons.
Yes, like he just came off the dome. I was like, instead of you sitting at the table talking about a nigga, you should have been asking, what do you think? You feel me? So hey, it is what it is. And to be honest, tonight on this Friday,
you better have something to talk about.
One thing I can do is talk. So that's all.
Okay, so we gonna go to we gonna talk about relationships. And we go look, and this is not to dog any men or females. Why you looking at me like that?
It's our opinion.
Yeah, it's our opinion. That's right. It's our opinion. Yeah. So I was asking Kim earlier, like, do you feel like marriage is for everybody? And me personally,
not for her, dog. Definitely not for her. What? Who knows? She love her dogs, though. She do. Until she get mad. I don't know, but she here.
Okay, so okay, I'm gonna start here. Let me just start here about the lies that I've been told. Okay, I was told that you go to school, you graduate, you make sure. If I get shit out of order, help me fill me in if you heard something different. No. But I know you go to school, you graduate, you go to college, you get a career or something, right? Mm-hmm. You get married, buy a house,
pick a fence.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah.
That's what you heard too.
That was the routine. Though.
That was is that how it used to work?
That was the script that since nobody was actually using their brain and they was doing follow the leader, that was the script. So the script was like, you do this, you do that, you do that, you guaranteed for success. So it was the script. So now it's like everybody like, no, let me figure something else out. No, I don't do it that way. No, if I go out of order, if at 18 or 20, I don't need to be in college if I don't feel like it. And I don't need to be married before I'm 40 if I don't feel like it. We just going out of order. Whatever. And it really wasn't an order. It was just a veil of our mind. Because we wasn't thinking on our own.
It was like a dream that was selling almost on like a television episode. Because exactly. That ain't That's not how it, this is just my opinion based on my life experiences. So I don't want you guys to think that this is my experience. So what I'll say is that those things didn't work for me. I tried those things that way and it didn't work for me. So first of all, I'll say this. I know a lot of people is might say, men be crazy because they be dogs, they be don't. I know I went totally probably left.
Go.
But I know that a lot of women may feel that it's unfair for men to love more than one person.
Start opening up.
But I feel like that it's I'm gonna say this.
Say it, friend.
I'm gonna say that
Say it, friend.
I feel like it's okay because I feel that way too. I can love more than one person at one time without being intimate with multiple partners.
Yeah.
It's just certain people you just love for different reasons. So, for you to, so the question about marriage, I feel as though marriage is not for me because I don't think that if I love somebody today on December the 3rd, I can't promise you in 30 and 40 years, I'm still going to have that same love and affection towards you. You know, based on my experiences, I see that you never quite really learn a person because people are stagnant or either they learn and they grow. So what if you meet a partner and you feel like at that moment, oh my God, this is him, I love him, I love him. And then 5 or 10 years down the line, your partner just something happens, a distraction or something, you guys may get off track and you don't have those same feelings no more. He may not have the same feelings no more. So now both you guys are locked into a situation to you guys really want to be somewhere else with somebody else. But because you're married, you stay together and then y'all probably go out and cheat and do shit anyway, which is crazy. But that's why I feel like marriage is not for me.
Okay.
What about to say?
So
I know you pray for your husband. Not pray for him, but I know you'll manifest.
Oh yes. Like I love to love. Care Bear, that is me. Yes. But the thing is, it's I think open mindedness. Like open mindedness and refreshing. Keep open minded and refreshing because somebody probably do get into the point, but to the point where it'd be like, well, I love you still, but something might trigger and be like, but I like him, her, you know what I mean? So you have to, well, you don't have to do anything. It should be communication. Keep the communication open. It's better to open mouth without without knowing that you love this person and you will hurt this person. And the open mouth can be as well as marriage too. It's like I love you and it's just not there anymore. You know what I mean? But people cheat for whatever reason and then it could be simple. It could be as simple as like, baby, I don't know. You're gonna hurt either way.
But that's what I'm saying. People are feeling like marriage is something that, you know,
What?
That maybe they it's a
Because
part of life, yeah.
It's
Because I know everybody
sacred.
probably wants to be with, and don't get me wrong, I would love to be, I love companionship, but it will take. This is what I also say too. It'll take a special man, a special one, to deal with me because I ain't easy, but I'm also nurturing and loving, huh?
Why would you say that?
I'm not easy.
Yeah.
Because my moods sometimes they kind of change like the tides with the ocean waves, man. And also being an empath too is like just feeling other people's energies and emotions and stuff like that. So
yeah, but it is two things, friend. The crazy part is like everybody's moody. They say counselors are moody and emotional, but I think when they start saying like a sign is this and a sign is that, it just means like it's more intense with us. But I think everybody is moody and emotional. You know what I mean? But it might get more intense when it comes down to us because it's supposed to be our home
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But and I say that to say this too. It's like why still say like it's gonna take a lot, and that like you said earlier when we were talking, you like something made me be like, well now let me reflect within self and check self. It's like if I want something, if I want this, why do I keep getting it? You know what I mean? Hold on, I'm finna break it down. I'm finna go in there and get the word now.
Well, I made a statement earlier saying that I felt like most of my relationships that I had been in that were serious ones, that the guys always, it was always some unfaithful, it was always some cheating going on. But I realized that I was checking to see. I was yes, David, yes. Yes, I can. Okay, so I was making a comment earlier, and I was saying that most of the guys that I had been with a serious relationship with, they'd always cheated. And it always just broke my heart, man. That shit just did something to me. But I had to realize that I wasn't being faithful to myself. So, and when I say faithful to myself, I mean I wasn't taking care of like maybe my hair properly, my body proper. I wasn't eating properly. It's like I was expecting for someone to be faithful to me, and I wasn't being faithful with myself. So right now, I'm not even looking to be involved with anybody until I learn myself, until I get to a level to where um, I'm more comfortable with sharing my space with somebody else. I don't want to be involved in any codependency. I don't want to, it's just certain things that I dealt with in the past that I know now I just don't have time for. So I'm gonna keep working on self, and I feel like the more I work on self, that who I seeketh also seeketh me. So
Yeah, and that's what my manifesting with my husband too. When I do it, that's what I say. I'm like, by me not being married yet. I was like, well, it's fine. I'm cool with it. Maybe he's doing his thing, so when it do come, it don't have to be like I wasn't ready because I get a lot of brothers who be like, "Oh man, you got you this, you that," and I be like, "Bro, you is not ready." And the more I say it, the more they be like, but I'm just trying to. Da, da, da. I'm like, I can't type it, man.
no, Dave was asking could we see comments, and normally we can, but
Somebody
for
said,
some
who me?
reason I didn't. Dave was asking.
Um,
Okay, you
but
just okay. I'm sorry.
I don't see no comment. I see you said hi. Oh, but the be shit, to be to be married is not for everybody. It ain't
That's what I was asking. So I want to add
like
that.
it's not for everybody because of the simple fact it's too structured to one person and it's scary. Do you think that's why a lot of African American men be like, no, we'll just rather be in a relationship with you for 100 years, but won't say I do? Because it's so scary to be like you said in the beginning, like it's just me. It's just me and you for the rest of our life, and it's supposed to be. And if I mess up, then
I don't know. I guess we have to ask a male perspective on it, because
yeah,
I can't really say why. Because I do know that it's been times that I have gone into a relationship asking from the jump, like, do you want to just have an open relationship? And it's been times where the person has said no, but you'll say no, but then they'll go out and they'll cheat. Like, what sense does that make? All of this shit could have been avoided if you would have just said from the start what it was that you wanted, but you lied and said no. So
yeah,
going back to all that, when you
but
start to point fingers, so that's why I said when you're expecting someone to be faithful to you
mm-hmm,
and you're not faithful to yourself,
mm-hmm,
you know what I'm saying? Or you mean somebody that's got a gambling addiction.
mm-hmm,
Could it be that you taking a gamble, you know what I'm saying, somewhere in your life? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? With
But the crazy
something.
part is sometimes too, this is what I have learned about not taking so many people that we allow in our life so personal to us, because sometimes they can be coming in to get a lesson from your perspective. You know what I mean? It don't always be like, because I have no, I was aligned straight to when the dude came in. All my mind kept saying like, hell nah, he finna try to put all that shit on you. He playing game, because I had been in relationships with dudes and conversation with people all the time. So I'm like, he doing all that manipulating and trying to act like he's you or controlling. It's like, bro, you don't have to do all that. But it took me to be more aware. You know what I mean? More aware before it get to the point that my feelings is in it. You know what I mean? Seeing the red flags.
So why do we ignore the red flags?
But I think sometimes I would say that I when I ignore the red flag, it came with me not being in tune with self good enough. I would say that. Meaning when I say that is like, first I call them projects. I projects, build a bear, build a dude. I ain't with that. I'm not finna. I don't have no project. I'm not finna try to make sure you get straight. And I ain't saying that I won't be with you, but I ain't gonna be down like that. Like I ain't finna. If you ain't got it together, I can't. I ain't risking it. I'm not finna risk wasting time. And I'm like, bro, you don't got it together. I mean, you ain't ready. Let me move on. You're not the person for me. It's what it is. So it's like, oh well. And as being older, conversation alone will let me know whether you're gonna get some of my time. Like, no, I'm not finna be giving you none of my time. On you talking crazy already, I'm like, what the fuck I can do to you? Like, now if you ain't dressing up the part, I'm change your clothes now. We can go get you some clothes. We can make you look all right. We can't do shit up here. If your shit up here is fucked up, it's like, oh well, you dead in the Chevy. On my part, because I don't feel like wasting time. And I don't feel like getting upset. You remember what we said? Yeah. Hold on, I'm bringing this up too. Friend said, I don't want to have anxiety. I said, I don't have anxiety. I don't want to get upset. And that's how I feel with people. If something gonna trigger me, I'll be like, hell no, I ain't going on. Because when I go there, then you'll be like, you motherfucker. So I ain't even bring up the part. You be like me for everything. But that's all.
The only thing I blame you for is not having a topic list when we come on show.
We got two
So
brains. She don't have one either. That's all I got.
okay, go ahead. Next.
Friends, how many of us have them? Hey, that's my friend for real though. But anyway, so I want to get married though. Right?
You want to?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I want to marry like a friend or something. You know what it is too? Is I got older too. I want to be able to kick it, not like date kick it. Date kick it is so formal. I want to be able to be like, okay, I'm with my people. Okay, I'm with my people. Now we don't have to be together 24/7. But if I can't kick it with you on the regular, I ain't know when the fuck we gonna live in that big ass house together. We ain't gonna like each other. And cause all the time, that's why I was like, dates me, don't get it twisted now. I like dates and shit, and I like gifts and shit, but that's not the big factor.
So it sounds like you headed for divorce before you even get married.
How?
Did you just hear what you just said
What did I
about the
say?
big old house and y'all not liking each other and all that stuff?
I'm saying if you ain't my friend and I can't kick it with you, I ain't even finna do it anyway. So I ain't gonna head for divorce because I ain't gonna head for marriage. So you ain't gotta worry about that. We ain't even finna get married.
Okay, you say you had a current topic that you want to talk about.
Oh, I was at the place.
Go ahead.
She ain't had no type of either level. Why she talking about homework? Don't worry about that, honey. The man was talking about, oh, please, for whatever I'm about to say out my mouth, please forgive me if I offend anybody. I'm sorry. Like, this is just my opinion.
And I ain't heard this story before, y'all. So this our first time here. What she finna say?
Ooh.
Go ahead, current topic.
I know. It was about the man Tuscan.
Who? How do you don't know the name?
What is that? How you pronounce it? Tuscan?
I don't know them people.
No.
I don't know.
Tucson.
Why you didn't do the Google damn voice thing before you pronunciation?
Y'all don't know who I'm talking about if you've been paying attention, but I wasn't paying attention. The man told me it was how a Caucasian man was supposed to went into one store and he was stealing. So the guard was supposed to the security guard was supposed to be trying to stop the man in his wheelchair, right? So when they tried to stop him in the wheelchair, he's supposed to pull out a knife. And they called the police. The police came on the scene and he was trying to wheel into Lowe's. And the police officers, the other Caucasian guy, he shot the man in the back 9 times. 9. And I'm going to tell you what my dilemma was. Yes, sorry, the man was 61 years old. He was in a wheelchair. And I do apologize. I'm sorry for that. And I hate that happened. But how quickly did the police officer got fired? Immediately. But when it comes down to the brown skin people, we got to wait, we got to go to trial, we got to investigate. These folks can have film just like they got film now, and they still have to go through the whole process.
I'm surprised that a lot of us are still shocked.
I'm not.
I'm actually shocked when they do a conviction at this point, because it's been so much injustice that when they do send somebody to jail, I'm actually shocked. That the Arby case.
That what I just finished.
I was so shocked because I just really thought that by the guy being an ex-cop that it was some kind of way by it being, I just thought it was gonna turn out something different. So thank God that came out victory for Arby's family, and rest in power, my brother.
But what was, and I don't watch the news. So what got me too is when the young Caucasian dude had the assault rifle, some type of assault rifle, and he killed the people who were protesting or something.
The Kyle guy, the little Rittenhouse boy.
Yes, and he ended up, everybody say he cried on the stand. When he cried on the stand, the judge dismissed everything. Like no, nothing don't stand. That wasn't the shocker. It just be like you just said, it just be like, oh, well, it happened.
Yeah, at this point, yeah. At this point. So like I said, so I am.
That's some psychological shit on our part. Caucasian, black people. That's some.
It is, and it. I feel like a lot of people are still in bondage because of it, but in the same essence, everybody is not the same, and that's where it's kind of tricky at.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you just can't say all black people still they don't want to fucking work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you can't say all white people are racist.
I know that.
Mm-hmm.
I know
you
that.
Got, so it's like
I know that.
It's like
but the crazy part is, I say on this too. Why in the hell do we all got to dislike each other though? And we all here.
Yeah.
That's what bothers me too. And I'm like, that's why I be like, I ain't following or doing nothing because of the super fat. To me, when you follow and go this path, it makes you real angry. And I'm like, how the hell can you live life and you angry? Like, But I'm saying, you know what happened to da da da. You like a expectation almost.
I think a lot of us are angry, or we, especially when, I don't know if others of you have ever had a thought like, why am I here? Have you ever had
Mm-hmm.
that thought like, why am I here?
Mm-mm.
Okay, as a that was something that I thought about as a
Yeah.
child, and then my son told me that his question to himself was, who am I? So I'm wondering if there's an inner voice that asks you, you know what I'm saying, a
These
question
questions.
that needs
Yeah.
to that you need to know.
Okay.
But mine was, why am I here?
Mm-hmm.
And I know now that I'm here to serve,
Okay.
but I'm not gonna let you take advantage of me at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm here to serve, and I'm okay with that. You
Let me
know what I'm
ask you
saying?
this.
It ain't a
When you say you here to serve, because a lot of people always say that. What do that like mean?
when I say that my nurturing goes a lot further than it would just be to my family and
Mm-hmm.
friends.
Yeah.
So when I'm here to serve, like even when I'm trying to enlighten people on something that may help them on a spiritual
Mm-hmm.
level,
Mm-hmm.
to me that's serving. To me, when I go out and help people,
Okay.
any kind of help that I provide
Okay.
is
Okay.
serving to somebody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so when, matter of fact, this year alone, I'm on a 33, and
Okay.
it's
Mm-hmm.
saying that it's a self-service. So I've had situations where people that I know may have needed some help.
Me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's okay, because I've been at a point where I have had so much help, and I have been blessed so much that
Yeah.
I can't help but to be
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying, to bless
Mm-hmm.
somebody, because
Mm-hmm.
God
Special.
be looking out.
Yeah.
And even when the times where I feel like I don't have what I should have had, God always look out, because I made it to this day. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
made it every day. So every day that you wake up, it's a gift. I heard my oldest son one time say something like, what did he say? He said some, maybe not being happy, or and I was just explaining to him more, wanting to talk with him and more in depth about it, because you never understand a person's level of pain and what they're going
Mm-hmm.
through and how much
Mm-hmm.
they can take.
Mm-hmm.
So and after we finished talking, and he saw that, like, it's a lot of people that don't make it to the next minute.
Mm-hmm.
So if you sitting there and you just like, I don't, just like really don't want to be here. It's like you got people who dying, and just as sure, if we have a birth date, we're gonna have a transition date. So why
Mm-hmm.
not make the best of it?
Yeah. But the crazy part is, um, some tragic. It wasn't tragic. An event happened yesterday in my life, and when the event happened by me, I'm just gonna say by me being a thinker. It was saying a lot of my thoughts I had to balance. So I said that to say a lot of people don't know how to balance. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? A lot of people don't know how to balance off, like you telling yourself ill stuff and you still want positive to come through. You see what I'm saying? Because okay, I was saying, oh, the car is this, and oh my God, how I'm gonna get that? You know what I mean? And instead of it's, I was like, oh, okay, then this is what it is. You know, this is what it is, Kim. So with that being said, can you do something about it? No, not right now. Right now, you need to make sure you get this car together and move on. So I had to appear, and the mental is everything. I'm telling you, I had to make sure I don't go that way too far. You know what I mean? I made sure I faced it because I did have to shed some tears because I felt like it was overwhelming. You know what I mean? But I had to keep a balance
okay.
where I wouldn't go so far. You know what I mean? A lot of people might don't know how to go inside of self to get it.
I think what helped me get a balance?
What?
Jail. Like, me getting in trouble helped me get me in jail. Like, I think by the time I got my second trafficking charge,
Mm-hmm.
I think the judge was like, if you come in here one more time,
You out here.
your ass is grass.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, I kept trying to perfect the plan, perfect the hustle, you know, trying to outsmart shit, and so it comes with a mindset, and
Yeah.
sometimes it takes for you to lose everything,
Yeah.
for you to have a different mindset,
But the
you know.
crazy part is though, really, when I was like, I called it living off the land, literally, because I was living with family and friends. So when I was living off the land after my drug days was over, I was like, my mental, I was getting together, but it didn't actually get together until probably my late 30s, something like that. I was getting it together, but to be as in tune and as balanced as I am inside, it just it really came over the probably like 5 6 years.
But I think everybody alarm clock go up at a different time,
Yeah, I know that. You know what I
so
mean? But I said that to say because how you like, I went to jail and that was the open book, and I was like, get lit. Not, I had to literally stop saying, "Oh, I'm living out the land. I'm gonna have a baby X." Because when I was out there, and I was like, I got these 2 kids, and you talking about you living off the land, and you talking about baby X, and girl, you need to get a. That's my keyword. And I keep some keywords. When I be going through some stuff, I keep the keyword. I write foundation. Get you a foundation. That's all I kept
oh
saying.
yeah.
Foundation. And once I got the foundation, I kept saying build. And that's why back to marriage and relationship. That's why I was like, I cannot have a solid foundation. Get a dude in here and build. My whole fucking house gonna fall.
Oh yeah, that's true.
My whole shit gonna fall. So our whole shit, if it was an hour, you know what I mean? So I'm like, no. So it's like foundation and building, and you just relationship wise. I mean, we winging this whole earth thing. That's my favorite shit. I be saying my friend, like, friend, we finna wing it. Sorry,
You
wrong
had
time to
to
bring it up.
remind me about the
Wrong time,
winging it,
yeah, wrong time to bring it
right?
up.
When
I'm
I'm trying to
sorry.
wing this shit over here.
We're doing good.
Great, keep going.
Oh, she's scribbling on the paper. That's fine. You do
I had
because
something to say, y'all, but my mind be listen. I was just gonna tell y'all something that she was talking about that.
oh the transition part, not death like, but transition to where we at
Well,
now.
I guess I would say back to what I was saying about, don't be upset if life didn't turn out the way you wanted it to turn out.
Hey, your lashes at?
I didn't put them on.
Girl,
I
I
didn't
seen
have them
you.
on.
You ain't had them on in the
I ain't had them
mirror.
on since we recorded the first show, the second show, this show.
That's what I
And
just
she
said.
just not noticing that I ain't had no lashes on.
See what I'm saying? It's the OJ Simpson technicality shit to me.
Listen, guys, don't be upset if what someone told you or projected your life should have been
Yes.
didn't turn out that way.
Yeah.
Don't It's okay if you feel a drive or urge or pull to a certain career or a certain craft. It's okay, especially if it's a gift. Just
Yeah.
look at this. If you're doing something that's a gift that comes natural to you, right? That means that you can do that freely, whether you got paid for it or not, because you just love to do it.
Yeah.
But I asked my friend today, and I think she did answer it. My friend is good at a sale. She's good at a salesman. She is other things too. I'm not quite sure. You know what? I tell you what I'm finna do, y'all.
Don't do
I'm
my
finna
thing.
pull up her
Why?
career.
Why?
I'm gonna pull up her
Let me
careers
tell you.
because I see that my friend she's working 2 jobs now, but she insists on working.
I
And
know.
everybody is not supposed to. Let me say this too. I'm jumping, y'all.
Go.
This is just my opinion. I feel like it's two kind of people. You have people that are workers,
And I'm not.
and you have
But I
people
am.
that are entrepreneurs. You have people that are bosses. Both people are essential because the bosses don't want to do all the work, and the workers don't want to deal with all this shit that the bosses have to deal with. They want to come do their work, they want to get paid, and they want to go home. But they want a good boss. And the boss want good workers too. They want somebody gonna rip them out, they're gonna show up, they ain't gonna be getting paid for a job and then don't show up. Okay, so they ain't calling no names.
Me?
Scorpio.
Oh. Oh wow. Hey.
Think I
got no
better
point
let
to
it
that.
go.
TK. Oh my God. He better never.
Okay, y'all. So see, I was trying to be smart and I lost my train of thought. Can you help me out? What was I just saying?
She was trying to read me my rights, telling me my very inspirational. Why do you have two jobs? And
Yeah.
if you really know me, I don't really want to work one job, but I got two jobs because of the simple fact I need some extra money at this time. And I keep saying 4 weeks, but hell, I just started Tuesday on the second job, but don't miss 2 days. All fucking ready. So, Kim has. I ain't gonna tell you.
She don't want to tell me, y'all. So I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna get back with Kim, y'all.
That's it right here, friend.
What? That's your stuff or my stuff?
This is mine. I'm gonna see
that ain't what I'm looking for, man.
This the career.
Okay, what's your career?
It's in Leo.
Okay, Kim's career is in Leo. So you want to read out with y'all?
No.
Okay, well, I got you over here. She don't want to do the astrology part, y'all. I'm going to do the numerology part on this end over here. Let me see.
No.
Let's see.
What I say, I work in education, religion, philosophy.
Education?
Yes. I educate people. Science, and they have great teaching skills. See?
Okay, so teacher, yeah. Okay.
And see, I want to meet foreign people, so yeah, I'm finna see what yours is. Go. Just go and do you, because I'm finna
I'm going to do me, y'all, because she don't want me to do her.
Yeah,
so I'm going to tell you something. Up under my...
Get away.
Up under my numerology, I'm a 5. So I'm a 50/5. So up under my careers, it says salesperson, advertising executive, investigator, or detective. Let me tell y'all, if I wouldn't have got in trouble, I would have been an awesome ass investigator or detective. I'd be on it. Okay. Writer, teacher, lecturer, copy reader, news columnist, editor, any career in communication, I'm basically like, I can do it, y'all. Okay, so you got a publisher, playwright, TV or radio operator, actor, secretary, consultant, psychology or language teacher, interpreter, importer, expert dealer. So those are some of the things that I could just tap into that I'm just naturally good at. But I tapped into photography because that's just one of my gifts that it just comes natural to me. So I say that to say this. If you got something that you're good at doing, make that your side hustle until that can be your main hustle. Because you're not truly going to get where you want to get at if you have to just keep clocking in and only get paid an hourly rate wage. And no matter what you do for that hour, you're only going to get that one price. But if you're into a craft or something that you're really good at, you can get paid the money that you set for yourself. So that's why I said, don't get frustrated if things are not working out the way you want to. Sometimes the things that you plan are not God's plan. So they're not going to work out because they're your plans.
But the crazy part is, and I get it.
I want to talk about you no more.
Okay, then, but let me say this is, at this point, I'm still on her ass. But the crazy part is, if this is the clear part about living on earth to me. Give it to me then, love. Like, don't be like, oh, okay, you going this way, and I told you go that way. And I'm like, you ain't told me nothing. I just been winging. Like,
you like to wing it. You gonna get, I think her
I'm finna get some wings.
Tattoo, y'all, should be
some wings.
Them, yeah, the little cute little, you know.
People be saying,
I ain't so much to say it.
What I be saying? What's that tattoo? I'm like, you can see that.
Dirt, I had something else to just say.
Go and say it then, friend.
I don't know what I was also gonna say, listen, don't get me wrong. When I need to get something, I will sacrifice and do something that I really don't want to do, as far as like going to find something to make money a legal way so that I can get to where I'm trying to get to. So even most of my equipment, y'all, I started out.
Second job is to me.
That's what I was saying. So I just, once she explained to me, because when she told me she was working 2 jobs, that I was confused
You
because
shouldn't be confused.
I'm
You should have
like,
been like, friend, what's up with you?
I did. What's why you working 2 jobs?
Exactly, because I don't want to work one.
I was trying to figure it out, y'all. Yeah, I really was. And that's something else too. If you have a friend around y'all, and they all they saying is yes, and they'll never tell you the truth about what you need to hear, they not your friend.
They are your friend, but
No,
they
they
just
not.
can't. What if they haven't developed their communication well? Because of the super fact, and I knew this early on with friendship. I'm not gonna pacify you. You know what I mean? I'm not. I'm just.
But do you tell me things that I need to hear?
Yeah.
That's all I'm at. Okay,
But that's what I'm saying. But you get people who, for one, they don't want people around who want to tell them what they want to hear, and for two, the other person probably don't even have the confidence without being offended.
So why y'all want somebody around y'all who don't want to tell y'all the truth? That mean it. What's wrong? It's something wrong with that, ain't it?
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Are
You're
you
not judging?
I'm not judging, but I'm just.
That's what it's like. You said that in the beginning, like
I did.
because it's exactly said we said this.
But I'm just saying, as a friend,
yeah,
you will want to tell me things that
I
you
can
think
take
that I would
it.
need to know to
Yeah.
make a better me, right?
Exactly. But the crazy
So
part,
if you around,
mhm.
okay, just say if I was walking toward danger and you knew it, but you hadn't developed your sense to, you had developed the words to come out your mouth to let me know that you knew something gonna happen. You just, I'm just asking. So
that come with great friendship picking.
So I said,
that's what I'm saying.
Some people are not your friends if they don't be honest. Like you'll have somebody that they'll know that you got a book on your nose, and they won't. They'll look dead in your face, and they won't say nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I had some eyelashes on one time. And I know a lot of women bad about this. And y'all listen. People can see when your eyelash is not all the way on. When it's lifted up and hanging and peeled back a little bit, when you slap on it, they can see. Just take them off and get a new pair. I had a friend. I had a pair. Y'all just kept trying to stick it back up because I felt like the glue would just stick a little bit. So I just kept mashing it. And she just walked up. Shantice, thank you, baby. She just walked up and just snatched my eyelash off in front of. I ain't gonna even exaggerate. It was just one white guy. But he thought that shit was so funny. I was super pissed off. I'm like, girl, you could have waited till I got by myself to snatch that off.
It was bald off.
It was bald and Sean. It was bald and Sean.
Okay. That's good.
So I ain't gonna be judgmental when I say that. Hey, if you want somebody around you who ain't gonna tell you the truth, that's your prerogative. I just choose to select somebody that can be more honest with me because I'm going to be honest with you. Exactly. That's what I'll say.
Exactly. Okay. Exactly. And don't get it twisted. Even though I'm taking off for you guys, I'm too blunt. I will tell you. I tell you what, I ain't your friend.
You tell them what?
I tell them. Even though I'm doing the devil what do they call it?
Devil's advocate.
That word, what she said. Because I'm from the South, born and raised somewhere right there. So
okay, I guess nobody want to call in tonight.
We did good, girl. Okay. I don't care. I'm still gonna go home and look at it.
Oh, what happened? I changed the layout. Let me see. I'm so sorry, y'all.
That's fine.
No, there we go. Okay, so this is what I was trying to do. I was trying to put a banner up for the birth charts. If you go to cafeastrology.com, let's see if I can get it to go across the banner. For you talk, I was just trying to. You can go to cafeastrology.com. If you know your birthday and the place where you were born, you'll be able to get a free astrological chart, which will tell you where all the planets were when you were conceived. Is it conceived or when you were born? It's when you. I think it was when you were born.
Conceived is when the sperm get down.
Yeah, so it's born.
Yeah, we came
birth.
Earth.
Earth.
Earthling.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
got cafeastrology.com.
Yeah.
And I also got
Yeah.
astroseek.
Mm-hmm.
I got .com.
I'm
So I
hungry.
just found something interesting about my chart today. She was
Mhm.
pulling some stuff up today, and I guess I can see why my men always cheat on me. You want to tell them what you found out in my chart?
That don't have nothing to do with her man cheating on her. And the crazy part
I
is,
think it do, y'all. Whether y'all hear this
no,
shit.
it don't. The crazy part is,
I need an old man.
This is why I'm gonna give like a brief, because I'm learning to look at the natal chart to see and what the signs is, but I really ain't got in depth with just to tell her, so I told her brief stuff. And okay,
This confirmation what she finna tell y'all about two things.
yes, in her fourth house, which is ruled by Cancer, right? Us. So you know it has to do with something with mothering, parenting, and stuff like that, right? I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. It's parents, home, family, and the private life. And she got the private life good. Like, if you know, you know. And if you don't, just believe you ain't either. So in her fourth house, she has nothing. Shout out to all my fucking nephews she had. Because they go back to like, baby, I love you, but I ain't the typical parent. I'm gonna make sure you took care of. I ain't gonna walk away from you, but I ain't the typical parent, because there's nothing in that damn house to save the children. So, and
go ahead.
And the crazy part is the fifth house next to it.
Oh, don't go to that one first. I wanted to get confirmation, and especially about something that in my life that happened real crazy. Like, and it was with my kids. Like, I've been fighting for something that
ain't even aligned.
There's not even aligned on my charts. Now I have three beautiful, handsome. I said beautiful. I got three handsome. Well, they are beautiful. Their spirits just so pretty. Oh Lord, I just went back to. Anyway, yeah, I got some. I got three kings, and things were different because I didn't grow up with my mom and my father. I grew up with my grandparents, and my grandparents always made sure that I had whatever I needed to have. So when when I had kids, I thought that that's all that mattered, is that you gave them tangible physical things. I didn't understand the bond of being with a child the whole time, because I didn't grow up with my mother. I just grew up like seeing her on the weekend. So she was there, but she was a young mom, so she had help. So I was raised by my great mom, my great grandmom, and my grandmother. So, and then when my great grandma transitioned when I was 7, I was, by that time I was living full time with just my grandmother. So anyway, to say this, guys, I'm not the typical mother. I'm more of a nurturer and a teacher to my children. We don't just, our conversations are deep and they're spiritual, and it's more about basically about my life experiences, because I can only guide them and tell them about choices, good or bad, that I've made and how they affected my life, and give them that choice to let them know, you have a choice too. And according to what choice you make, it's a consequence or a reaction behind the choice that you made. So I was fighting for my kids because I wasn't allowed to be with them. But in reality, in my numbers and my astrology, it was said that I wasn't meant to be tied down too serious, because I was here to learn about freedom. And I do know a lot of people that have children full time. There's something that they don't get a chance to do. They don't have a lot of freedom to themselves. I've been able to travel the world and do all kind of things, and with my children, because I've always had, some kind of help with them. Okay, so number 5.
5. Back again with the children.
What's the kids again?
Yeah, children, creativity, pleasure, and sex. She has nothing there. It's on the line. It's on the line, but it still just follow what she be saying all the time. Like,
so that's why I told y'all I think that may have been the issue. Maybe my sex drive is just not Maybe I don't have a high sex drive.
But the crazy part is, girl, everybody and their mama know that sex do not keep a nigga.
So what keep
A
a
man.
man?
Him. Him want to be
Him?
there.
Okay,
Yeah.
ladies, you heard it. The
That's
sex
it.
don't keep him want to be there. So
Yeah. That's
okay,
about like.
so my issue is they staying, but you're going to get something somewhere else.
But the crazy part is, you got to remember you a counselor, so you make it loving
So
and
they were using
nurturing.
me.
No, they probably do love you. No, I wouldn't say that.
So what? Okay, so is intimacy that important? Is sex that important that you can have somebody that can love you, but they'll still go out and sleep with somebody else?
Yeah, but if you ain't mentally developed yet, yes.
So you feel I'm not
You
mentally developed?
no, not you, the person.
So with this stuff, with this chart being in the fifth house, do you think it's lack of mental development there?
Not for you.
Oh,
Not for you.
why is nothing in the house?
I don't know. Everybody charts like that. My charts, certain stuff is just nothing in there.
Okay.
It's just nothing in there.
So I'm wondering, is it something that need to be developed? Is what I'm saying. I'm wondering, is when you don't have anything in there, is it something that you're supposed to obtain while we're here?
Really, I can't say yes or no.
Okay.
Because I don't know. But I do. What I can say is certain things in your chart. I wish I had the good chart pulled up, because certain things, something is not in his second house. That's your resource house, and something's supposed to be up here in your 10th house, and he don't have nothing in his 10th house that's going to help his resources.
Oh, so anybody who is good at astrology, you guys give us a send us a message in our I guess what is it, a DM or a messenger inbox us so you can come on and help us with this the astrology part of the show, because this is a new thing for us. We've been studying numerology. How many years you been studying numerology?
I don't know.
I think I started studying numerology back in maybe 2005, maybe 2005. So about 15 years now. I met a beautiful lady named High Priestess Adrian Jennings. They introduced astrology and numerology to me, but for some reason I was drawn to the numbers. I've always been drawn to numbers for some reason, but it it what I was telling Kim earlier is that no matter, we're gonna set up something to where anybody that is interested in learning about, I'm sorry, I would do the front, y'all, but somebody at the place put a damn sticker over the number. But this is how the books look. So we'll be offering some kind of lesson soon if you guys are interested in learning about numerology. So like I said, I know we've been studying this for over 10 to 15 years. So we use this for a guide, and so that you can figure out. Let me tell you what it tells you. With the birthday, when I come on, when we do come on, I tell you about the your vibration for the year. That's done with your birthday, but with your name, each number vibrates to a number. And when you add those numbers up, it's going to give you 3 or 4 different main numbers, maybe 3 to your name. You're going to get a outer personality number, was how people see you. You're going to get a soul number, like who you desire to be, and it's your inner secret self. So and you're also going to get a number to know why you're here. Like, what's if you had that question, why am I here? We may be able to assist you with that, okay? And it's only just like, and that's with divine guidance. It's nothing that I came up with. It's just divine guidance, and um just based on how it has helped us in our personal lives. So, and I think that was all I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to show you guys the book that I do work with. This is, I felt like maybe 4 or 5 of these because I be going through them.
I am not telling a story. I was going through like I would be calling transition with religion, and I felt like, oh, you treating it like it's a Bible. I threw it away. I'd be doggone if it came back. Did I ever tell you when I threw it away?
No.
Threw it away. Threw it away from me and it came right back.
How it come back? Yeah, I hear the story.
Somebody gave me a book.
I gave you a book?
No, somebody else gave me a book. I threw it
Really?
away. I threw it away. I threw it. I'm telling you, man. I be going when I be my thing is to clear everything out. Just clear everything out. So I'm like, oh, you treating it like it's a Bible? It's not a Bible. How do you know? What if you ain't have it? Da, da, da. All type of crazy things I was telling myself in my head. Threw it away. Threw it away. Huh?
I said the smoke was thick. Okay, go
Oh,
ahead.
yeah. So I threw it away and it came right on back. And that's it right there.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. I'm like, okay, well, I ain't know about it. And I really don't mess with it until my birthday.
So you only wait until your birthday to see what's going on?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Because I basically be trying to be able to pay attention instead of getting, okay, this is the number, this is what they say is gonna happen, and this what happened.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you. I don't read it every day. But what I do read on my birthday and I do read it when my month come in.
Okay.
And in between, I try to make sure I'm in line.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like, hey baby girl,
Mm-hmm.
do you feel
Hey,
like that
what's
some of the
up?
things that we eat causes us to have some of the do you feel like some of the foods that we eat causes us to stay in the mind state that we stay in?
I would say they do because of the fact now. I think about my thinking is very broad. So yes, because of the simple fact, I think about when they slaughter the animal, how they feel, fearful, afraid. Some might be strong, some might fight back. You know what I mean? So I feel like whatever they ain't no, I don't know. They got brains. You know what I mean? However they feel. You know what I mean? I feel like, and it's like seasoned. It's like soaking the meat. Like if you like, oh yeah, man, I want my meat tender, so I'm gonna soak it. I think that's what the animals and they hold it into them, and then when they slaughter it and clean it up and make it pretty and go in the store and we eat it, I think we get it all.
Okay.
You know.
Okay, so you guys want to this is a process that I'm going through at this time. It's like knowing that I need to make some changes, especially with eating. Let me tell y'all, my sugar habit is crazy, y'all. My sugar habit is like, I'm gonna say this. I have never tried crack, but I have seen a lot of people that were on crack and how it made them act. And sugar is like crack to me. It's like every day I got coffee in the morning. I'm like, if you bite me, I'm sweetness. Okay. So it's like, but at the same time, too, consciously, I know that the sugar is not good for me. But why do I still eat the sugar?
But the crazy part is, okay, if okay, we get to the point where we're just, and I'm not saying like don't take the sugar away. You know what I mean? Because health wise, it will start fucking you up health wise. You know what I mean? But I don't beat myself up about it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do it because you like I be like, oh yeah, I'm not eating meat, da 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 da. But if I feel like I want me some meat this day, this time, I'm eating this meat.
Okay. So I did have a I didn't know it the other day, but I was talking to my spiritual advisor online, and I just felt like I know I wasn't the only person, but I knew that discipline was
Mm-hmm.
something that I needed to have in my life
Mm-hmm.
so that I could get to the level that I'm trying to get to. And at that time, I heard her say that it's a that that's a lot of shit that people working on is being
Yeah,
more
discipline.
disciplined.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know.
exactly. Because okay, in the beginning of the year, I had a personal trainer. So by the time Destiny came home, I was like, man, I don't want to leave her, and that was my out really to to quit. I ain't have them. I booked them for 6 months, paid and everything. I ain't have them about like a month, 3 weeks left, and I quit. I totally quit. So every day, guess what I've been trying to do every day? You don't beat yourself up. Get on the floor, do some push-ups or something. In a struggle link. And I only get the trainer because oh my God, shout out to Mason. If, man, when you whining, I whined the whole while. I did it, but I whined. So, but I need that trainer for that discipline part.
Okay.
Because when I do it on my own, I need that motivation. Like,
Okay.
he was like, all right, I'm not leaving. All right. I was like, do it for 30 minutes. No, you paid for an hour. You're going to get your whole hour. This is my call. You know why you been on the phone for 15 minutes. I got to say 15 minutes because you're going to get the hour. I'm like, no, I'm straight with it.
Oh.
To the first 2 times, literally, I threw up. Literally. So when he came back on Tuesday and Thursday, that's the only 2. I just did it 2 times a week. He said, I was like, Mason, I throw it up. He's like, good. It's your body pushing it out. I'm like, man, I'm in the house. I'm like, I don't want to talk to nobody. I'm glad. Sorry, Disney. Destiny wasn't there. Gus wasn't really there. I'm like, I need to be in here by myself so I can be naked because this shit is killing me. But that this, I think everybody battle with discipline because especially knowing what you know, and then you like, if you know better, do better.
Yeah.
Easy slogan, ain't it?
Well, no.
It's easy to say. That's what I mean.
It's easy to say, but it's a work in progress.
Exactly.
And that's what she was saying. She was just like, just take it one day at a time. So, just slowly start to take whatever I know my herbalist had told me that a lot of times, especially around one time of the month, I may want chocolate. And she's telling me that, okay, my body is low in magnesium.
Mm-hmm.
So my advisor was telling me, well, if you know these things, are you supplement? Are you getting, you know what I'm saying? Are you supplying yourself with this so that your body won't crave for you to want
exactly
a damn Hershey chocolate bar with almond? Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
but that's how I be though, because me being young, oh my God, Little Debbie snacks. That's why I tell people all the time, Little Debbie is not your friend.
But yeah, she used to be good. She ain't the same no more.
I know it, but when I was younger, Little Debbie was the shizzy, dog.
The devil.
She was the shit. Like, I'm like, nigga, give me $1 or something. I'm gonna get some Little Debbie. But as I got older, I can go to the store and not buy it. But since Destiny home, I said, girl, I can't buy no snacks for you because I'm eating more than she eating because they in the house. So, and then I'm a snacker eater. You know what I mean? Like, I cook a meal, but my thought, if I'm laying in the bed, I'm like, dang, I want something to eat. I'm going to go get something to snack on real quick. I'm like, okay, I'm cool now. You know what I mean? But that's not good either.
And see, David, Janine, that's what I had recently talked to somebody, but it was during the retrograde season, and I really don't like to make any kind of plans during retrograde because I noticed that sometimes things will go back and it'll switch up. But I had talked to a trainer, and that's what I'm gonna try that for a while because I feel like I know I need someone that can help keep me consistent. I know this shit is crazy. Like, you grown, like, why you need somebody to help keep you consistent? But
if you know that, it's like the natal chart. If I know this is what I need, you probably don't need it in your chart. I know this is what I need in my chart, so I'm gonna do what's best for me.
Oh yeah, so back to the natal chart. So that's why the natal charts is very important because you're gonna get a one-on-one insight about only how unique you are.
Exactly.
Because no 2 people are the same, so you're gonna get a blueprint.
Even though a lot of our stuff is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's kind of crazy. I wonder if she got the same dad I got.
You don't know who my daddy is.
Huh?
You don't know who my dad is.
Well, I guess I don't know who mine is either because he won't claim me for some reason. I'm so serious. That's the strangest shit. But it's okay.
Mentally sick.
Huh? Well, I ain't gonna say he won't claim. Let me take that back. Let me tell you what. I think that my dad had some issues with my grandparents when I was younger about the way that he wanted to help participate in raising me. And I think it was a conflict in interest, and um, they made a decision that he could go ahead and they would do what they need to do. And
This, I'm saying for them to say that
that's
gave
fucked up,
him his
ain't it?
out. He wanted it out anyway.
But
Now
I
he
was
can
just,
blame
I
it
was
on
just gonna
them.
say, why would he take it though? But anyway, my father chose to take it out. He took the offer, and even after we united back over the years, the bond just never sticks, and it's so crazy because I have a cousin. What? It's in my chart too.
Yes.
Y'all, let me hear what's going on with my dad, because that drives me crazy,
Your
y'all.
father is in your 10th house. So in your 10th house, look who you got in there.
Oh,
The emotional counselors. You got it's your 10th house is in Cancer. So that's why that father and nurturing come in from your father, because it's in your 10th house, which is the like the houses mean a lot of shit.
yeah, because my
And
house told me my mom. I
yeah,
lost my mom early. I lost my mom when I was 26. And I remember when I was had read my chart for the first time one time. It wasn't a detailed chart, but it was just basically where the houses were. And it was like, most likely this person will lose a mother, at an early age. And that blew my mind, because I'm reading a book. My mom had already transitioned, and it's a book that's telling me, based on my astrological placement, that this could have happened. So that was a lot to digest for me. But now I'm just now learning that, like I said, I've always had issues with wanting to have a relationship with my father and trying to figure out, you know, what's the issue, and even, contacting my uncle, rest in peace, Joe Hardy. I love my uncle. He transitioned, I think, maybe a year or two ago, and he was the one. And my cousin Jackie, I met her in elementary school, but they were always trying to connect us and pull us together. And then I have some people that in the family that I've even reached out to try to help get us together, and they won't even respond. They won't even talk. But I've noticed on their page where they want their children's father to be in their lives. And I thought that was so odd. I'm like, you seem like you blocking or don't want to talk to me about my father or helping me connect with my father. And I know that you're the closest one to him. But I see that it's important for your children's father to be in their life. So,
but
sir.
they probably got either they know something about your dad. It's like, nah, I'm not even gonna touch that. Period. They probably not even nothing on your part, which the common courtesy would be like.
No, I can't. The only reason why I say I disagree, because one time when I talked to my uncle, I was trying to get my dad's phone number. Imagine this, you're trying to get your dad's phone number. But he was like, call your cousin Maria. She's the closest one to him.
Nobody will give it to. But
no.
He don't say.
And then
something.
I reached out to Maria, and she didn't say nothing.
Yeah.
But I saw what it's important for her.
Yeah.
Children to be fathers to be in her children's life. But I'm reaching out to you, asking you to help me get in contact with my father. You know what I'm saying? So, but now that I'm learning, just now listening about this placement, I have to go over that later. But I've often felt like those were the reasons why I ended up choosing some of the relationships that I chose. It was because just the lack of the father being around, and just looking for love and basically all the wrong place, and not really knowing what a man was or what I should have dated.
Yeah. But what
so
if he couldn't give you anything?
I think he just chose not to, because he had other kids and he was very active in their lives.
But that's what I'm saying. Evidently, whatever, because it couldn't have been you. You see what I'm saying? Or he can't face you. Or the resentment is so hard that it's like you're a part of them and I'm not dealing with them.
I don't know what it is, y'all, but I ain't got time to figure it out, because that's a lot. So this is how I am now. I can only love who loves me.
Yeah.
And if you choose that you don't want to be around, or you don't want me around, then I will bless you with my absence.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
So you were saying the 10th charts. I have to look over that later because I have no idea what that means, y'all.
Yeah, the 10th house is like the fatherly. It brings rules, regulations, structure, obligation, ambition, and some discipline.
Let me see,
And
Mr.
that's
Simmons, you
crazy.
gonna call in, David? David or Janine, somebody want to call in before
I'm
we
trying to
end
see
the
what that
show?
means
What?
because your Saturn up there too, and that damn Saturn. They say that Saturn is hell. Oh, yeah, shit is online basically.
Call, I think that's the right number. Call 404-954-0534. I think that's it. I double check. Pretty well time music.
It's bro.
I'm gonna make sure that's the right number too, because I know last time.
What we studying, Lord?
That didn't work.
Oh, that's just showing me that that's on the right time.
Okay, friend.
So, but even the crazy part is even in my chart,
That's it.
the share my Chiron is in my seventh house. But what got me was that it's in the house of Taurus. And if you know me, me and my mother, it's like, oh well. But then she's a Taurus. They call me.
Oh, so your mother is Taurus, and where's the
It's,
Taurus placement in your chart?
it's in my seventh house, Chiron. It's in the
Oh,
seventh house, Taurus over it. What are you doing?
To accept, press 1. To send a
When they say
voicemail, press
that. Let's Google something.
that's Google Voice.
Yes, they took it off my phone.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hi, baby. How you doing?
I'm good.
Hi.
How you feeling?
I'm a lot better than I was.
Okay. All right, little one day at a time. Sending some love and healing and some light your way.
Yes, peace, love, and light.
I know.
So,
I appreciate that.
so,
So you got anything you want to talk about tonight?
Um, I mean, since the last time we spoke, with everything I had going on in my situation with my ex, and I was telling you her energy and everything was kind of off.
Mm-hmm.
But after like the first week of me going through my recovery, she just like up and left, and my peace. I feel like I'm like so at peace right now.
Okay.
I feel great. My energy is back to where, well, not 100%, because I'm still going through what I'm going through, but I just feel like I'm in a better place and I'm more focused on the future, if that makes sense. Like, it's just like I see things so much clearer than I have a long time.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how someone else's energy could just like take you down. So it's like you don't recognize yourself.
Janine,
You know?
7-7. Yeah, you know what? That's real important. That's something I had to learn too. How, especially with if anybody listens today or later on this podcast will be in an empath. Listen, you have certain energy that is drawn to you, like what is a moth to a flame. Listen, they know the energy that you put off. They notice how they need to be fed, and they attach themselves to you. You know, and it's not until he said we got an echo.
Probably music. Try it.
Okay, so yeah, it's okay. So it's not until you know you kind of learn to have a discernment on the spirit that you're dealing with, because a lot of us don't think or believe that we're in a spiritual warfare. So you have people, they, their energy, that negative energy, it needs to be fed. And when you stop feeding it can't do this but go away.
Yeah, because the funny thing was, when she was leaving, she was like, well, I hope, you'll be okay until I get back. And I was just like, she must really think I see her. Like, and I guess I told her, I was like, no, don't worry about me. I'll be okay. And that was the last thing we said to each other.
So
And
you never heard anything else?
Huh?
So she just left and she just left. That sounds like such like a narc move to me. Like, how could you leave while?
Oh, but she is right.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like that's a big narc move right there. You just had a procedure done, yeah, and she left.
I mean, come here to talk about it, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's
she
crazy.
was here helping me, but the thing was, even in the midst of her helping me, she like tried to start arguments, and I was like, really? Like right now?
The gaslighting.
Like I'm like heavily medicated. I'm not really like having the energy to do this, and I want to like I'm still like fending for myself, which is fine because I know I'm a strong person, and when I feel like I need to sit down, my body lets me know, and I'm listening to my body. Sit down. Like, okay, you ran the street, you've done whatever it is you've done for the day. Now sit down and allow your body to rejuvenate, so that way I can prepare myself for the next day.
Yeah.
So, like I said, the whole I hope you'll be okay until I get back. I was like, wow. That really like stood out to me so bad. Because I was like, you really think that I'm not going to... It's like she wanted to see... She expected me to not be okay. Need her. So when she came back because she went back to her hometown, and when she came back, I knew that I would hear from her. And I spoke to my therapist. I go to therapy.
I mean, yeah, it's okay.
And I was just telling her, I was just having a day. For me, the month of December is always hard for me. My mom passed on New Year's Eve, so Christmas was like it's just a hard month. But I'm not looking at it as a hard month anymore. I'm looking at it as just a month to celebrate.
Okay.
Every day, just celebrate her. Up until the day and the time that she transitioned. So that's my thing that I'm doing for myself. And it's working. Okay. Because instead of me allowing myself to get to a place where I have in the past and I get sad and I'm moody and I'm like, that wasn't your mother. That wasn't my mom. So why are you that way?
Okay.
Like she would be celebrating. She would be decorating. She'll be enjoying her grandkids. Just those things. Little things that matter, that makes a difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So for me, she was a trigger, and I knew that, but I didn't really understand it until she called me when she got back in town. And when she got back, she was, asking questions. How are you? Are you okay? Aren't you? I never got a call about not one time. You knew, like, you left in the middle of, like, the first week of my procedure, you left. So you knew that I was, still healing. So, the questions, like, you okay? Did you have this one take care of you? Like, oh, do you need me? I can come over and clean. I can come over. I was like, absolutely not. And I felt myself get upset. And I was like, I'm going to have to call you back. Because I was like emotional about it. Because I already had an emotional morning. So she tried to call me back. I was doing something. And I told her, to be honest with you, I'm not okay. But I will be okay. Thank you for calling and checking on me. Have a good evening. And that was it. Because I can't allow her to take that. Like, I'm allowing that to happen. As I said before, like that energy give that off. You allow someone to bring me to that place. So instead of me allowing myself to get to that place, I just took myself out of the situation before it even got to a point where I'm mad, I'm crying, I'm hurting, or whatever the case may be. I was just like, you know what? Cut it off right now. Don't engage. Just let it be what it is. And I cut it off.
I think, you know what, now that you think about it, I think we all, a lot of times we get to the point where we can cut it off, but I have seen with the numbers that a lot of times that if you don't cut certain situations or people off, then God will just do it for you. This shit down quick. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I have noticed that, that if we don't do it and we just been prolonging this thing, that the God will shut it down for us.
But guess what? My crazy part of me is, honestly, like I'm owning my truth, is that I pray that He takes the situation out of my hands, because I kept allowing it to continue, even though I knew that it wasn't good. It was toxic.
Yep. But you know what? Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Like I said, it's all about discernment and loving. I keep going back to loving self, because a lot of us will say, and you'll ask the person, do you love yourself? And we're quick to be like, yeah. And we'll get offended if somebody asks you, do you love yourself? But if you really sit back and take a look at the stuff that you're actually doing and observe that shit, you'll know whether or not you're really loving yourself. And a lot of times putting up with physical, mental, emotional abuse, like, no, that ain't how that work. You know what I mean?
Right.
So and on other scales as well, it's just like, it's just so many times when we're showing that we're just not being loving, being committed and faithful to ourselves, and we're looking for this mate to be loving, faithful, committed, and all that good shit. You know what I mean? So I feel like as we grow, we're gonna pull that like energy, you know what I'm saying, towards you. But it's other than that, it's about discernment and growth.
Yeah, it's a process.
Like-minded people. Like, I want the people that have the same energy as me.
Yep.
Have to pour my energy into someone else in hopes that they actually
receive it. Yeah.
Receive it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they come back with the project.
I don't want to change a person, but it's just like you want them to just to understand and see. Like, you see the potential in them.
This me and her connection right here.
I don't know. It's just, I don't know.
But the crazy part,
because I was just finna tell her what you had told me about that.
The project.
Because we just talked about that, Janine. She was like, in my charts, it's shown that that I'm supposed to be with somebody. Was it a leader or something? But I was leading them.
Yeah, you supposed to be Leo.
I'm supposed to be with like a somebody that's a leader, right? But most of the people that I meet, I see their potential, but just because I see it, that don't mean they don't reach it yet. So I'm falling in love with what I noticed there, but it's not fully matured yet, and I don't know if it'll ever fully mature. So I have to, you know what I'm saying, just step back and keep working on self and keep moving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really believe in the season of reason and the lifetime for people that come into our lives and that we interact with. So
I get. It's a process. It's like everybody go through the process, and everybody goes through the process different in their own different way. And once you know, the only beautiful thing about it, once you know, nobody can never do it like.
Yeah, because we go through shit like respect. I know we have to learn about, giving respect. Giving respect, you know what I'm saying, and then respecting other people, all that, I feel like we just said, it's just boiling down to just growth. And a lot of people are refusing to grow. And a lot of people want to stay victims. And a lot of people, instead of using their gifts to help be persuasive in other places where they're supposed to help, like a whole, they use that for manipulative reasons, for self-centeredness. So,
but that's where it comes with your growth. When you see it, you know it. And especially if you in it, get out of it, and once you get out of it, it will somebody will come with the same pattern in
Yeah.
some type of way,
Yeah.
and you should, like we said earlier, the
Because
red
I see my
flags.
growth. I do see my growth as relationships. As I get older, I do see the growth. And I do see, matter of fact, my last relationship, I do see where someone that was actually willing to compromise and learn, you know what I'm saying, and willing to do the work to get it right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Janine, I'm gonna thank you so much for calling.
So hold on, real quick. Let me, because you see how you said that, they were willing to compromise, willing to put in the work. But it's like, once they, for me, it's like, once they say that, then they feel like they aren't themselves. So they feel like they're doing it for you.
But
So
the
it's like
Oh yeah.
but the crazy part is,
Yeah.
guess what? They are themselves. They just opened up a chapter, a book, a part of themselves that they didn't know. So when you don't know that, yeah, that shit is in you. You know what I mean? Maybe you've been doing this part for so long that you don't think this part exists. And if I try to go in there and put it out for you, you ain't changed for me. You're just doing it better for you, because at the end of the day, if we're meant to be, we're going to be. And if we're not, we're not.
And that's what happened to, that's what I almost called her damn name. And that's what happened to Janine. That he felt at first as though I was trying to change him. And I had to bless him with my absence. And when I blessed him with that, okay, then he started to see that the people that was around you that was just they wanted him around just so that they could do what they wanted to do with him. You know what I'm saying? Feeding you bad advice so that you can hang out with them, so that, you know what I'm saying? All for selfish motives. But it took for him to see it for himself, no matter how many times I said it and complained about it, and it caused so many issues. But it wasn't until I just had enough. I think when COVID came in, COVID shit, so many relationships ended when COVID came in. Right. And I think that it was a big shift. And I think a lot of people wasn't, they didn't understand it, but in the numbers, it was a time for rebuilding, stability. And that's what it did. It came in and it shook a whole lot of, it shook the foundation up for a lot of shit. So
which is good.
Yeah,
which is good, because a lot of people came out on top.
Yeah, because I think out of this whole experience, you got more business and entrepreneurs that's coming out doing their thing now, because they were put in a position to where either they got to get a vaccination. We didn't talk about that. They had to get a vaccination to work, or they wasn't going to get a vaccination, so they had to go out and figure out, something else on how to make their ends meet.
Or even just on some everyday people like us. A lot of people being at home, being with self, because one dude I know said that he was so used to going to work every day, he couldn't stay at home. So instantly my mind was like, damn, he can't sit with self. If you can't sit with self, now he was trying to link up with me. I'm like, bro, you can't even sit with your damn self. How the fuck you gonna sit with me? You know what I mean? So that was the red flag. But a lot of people even just, they start being able to be like, oh, okay, let me change this part of me. Even when an entrepreneur, let me exercise, let me get more in tune with self. You know what I mean? A lot of people who just, some people on social media, they did say this what happened. I'm like, our COVID brought this out. You know what I mean? Just by being at home, sitting at home. But for the most part, it was a bad thing. Yeah. But it was a good thing too. Really.
Yeah.
With self, if you self.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of that was a big shit. I'm sorry, I mean, because there was a lot dealing with self.
Yeah.
So that's why last week I went ahead and gave like a brief description on what the energy of the 5 would bring, dealing with a lot of change and freedom and stuff like that. So that you'll know like what we working with, because it ain't cut and dry and simple as about this preconceived how life should be. It ain't really like that. You know what I mean? So when you tap into some of the things, especially when you're dealing with the universe that we were born in, you know what I'm saying, getting to know nature, getting to know that we're in tune with things, you know, and that and learning more about self. So all of that helps with the connection.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people don't like to go outside, but when you go outside and take off your shoes and get grounded,
Exactly.
you know, with your bare feet, like
I love it.
that helps. You know, going to the ocean, you know, going in, getting your spiritual bath for your cleansing, that helps.
Have you?
Yes.
I never
Whenever
have.
I go out of town, y'all listen, I love to travel. Whenever I go out of town, I always go for a spiritual bath. I do because
So what you do? Just go to the waterfall? What
you could
do?
just no. Basically, you just going
any water.
in the water. You're just submerging yourself in the water.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just doing,
doing
your 23rd Psalms of prayer.
Okay.
Ain't that crazy going on, y'all? You just doing your regular prayer. Oh no.
Well, ladies, I appreciate it.
Well, thank you, darling, for calling in.
Yes.
And we're about to bring you to the end.
I'm telling you, we went a wild hour.
Janine,
No.
Thank you, Janine, for calling in. And we'll be back next week. So because I was ready. This council don't never have the topics.
Did you have a topic?
My topic is numerology. I don't know why she don't know this.
She had one thing that is so cut. Like that's the intro. Like she can't have the intro and think she don't want. No, damn. Got a whole hour in this thing. She gonna do 5 seconds of numerology. No.
That's all right.
No.
Today I do not have time. Well, listen, I want to tell you that I love the reset that you're doing with your energy this morning, and it's gonna feel so much better. And I just wanted to tell you that listen, I love you, and I want to send some love and light out for your healing.
Yeah.
Thank you, sis.
You're welcome, babe. You're welcome.
Yes.
Look, put up tell your mom when you put up the tree or whatever you do, put up something for Angela. Add it with your moms for me, okay?
The name again?
Angela.
Angela. Oh.
It should be easy to remember. Think about Angel, honey. So look.
I could just say about Angela.
Look. That's when I looked up her name last night. I saw her name in Messenger of God.
Okay.
I don't know if all our name means some till they mean.
Well, you know, mine too, like Michelle. Yes.
I was just finna say Michelle mean.
Gracious.
What you say now?
Yeah. You know, I'm Ann.
Okay.
My first is Ann. My mom's Judith Ann.
Okay.
Yeah. So all of it.
Okay.
Chief.
Yeah.
You said Chief.
Yes.
She would have to be.
Yes.
Janine, you sound like Janine just did.
Girl, mine ain't Chief, girl. It just is what it is.
I'm about to tell you a story about Janine one day on Halloween.
Oh, okay.
You know. So listen, thank you so much. Look, we'll do that.
Good night.
Good night, love you, sis.
All right, peace, love, and light.
All right, thank you guys for coming out once again. Happy birthday, Sagittarius. You guys have a good year coming out for the ones that were born on December the 3rd. And we will be back next Friday in between 8 and 9 o'clock, according to when Kim's topics are ready.
Oh, the second job in.
Yeah, the second job in. All right, guys. Love you. Thank you so much for tuning in to Goddess and You on Friday Night Live with Kim. And I was going to say, should I say with Kim? Oh, what?
Kim.
And.
Okay, go. Kim.
Hell no. Oh, my God.
Oh, I think I put it in.